Welcome to the Northdale Middle School pool for CTN's live coverage of high school swimming and diving. It's the Coon Rapids Cardinals and the Anoka Tornadoes early on in the season. A big rivalry battle. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action. And Howie, a nice night to be here. Fun thing happened the last time we were in this pool.
Yes, definitely a fun thing happened the last time we're in the pool. And obviously our first time to see the boys swim team. And Coach Donaldson is very excited about what he has this year. There's AC head coach Nicole Hedman. Standing next to her is actually her son, and that is Matt Hedlund. There you go. We're going to get the varsity meet started.
We will start with the 200 medley relay. Coon Rapids swimming in the even lanes, tornadoes in the even lanes. Some last-minute adjustment to the lineups for Coon Rapids due to a couple of guys not able to make it tonight. A late injury changes the strategy a little bit, but everybody's strategy is always get to the early lead, and Coon Rapids trying to do that in lane 3. Kevin Struess leading the way in the backstroke and getting Emery Kiblin into the... Oh, I apologize. That's up in 5. That's Matthew Struess getting Tyler Schultz into the water up in lane 5.
Yeah, Coach Donaldson was talking about the fact that, certainly we want to beat Anoka, but they're looking too excited for Thursday's match against Blaine. Not looking past this one, of course, but that one means more to the Cardinals than this one tonight. There's head coach Doug Donaldson. And, of course, we'll get a chance to see one of Coach Hedlund's other sons actually coaches on the Coon Rapids side. Nick Hedlund. We'll get a chance, I'm sure, to view him a little later.
In the middle lanes, Nick Melsha for Coon Rapids, just ahead of Maxim Brown of Anoka, about a body length and a half, as he comes to the wall to get Ethan Warmack in to finish up. And Carson Sear will try and track him down for Anoka. Right now, Anoka leading the race for third place, which is the only other points possible. Right. Warmack is going to get to the wall with the win. Nate Anderson will touch up not long behind him. And Carson Sear up in 6.
So Anoka will take 2 and 3. Coon Rapids take 1 and 4. And Anoka will take 5. To finish this first race of the evening.
And we will take a break, be back with the 200-yard freestyle after this. You're watching CTN's coverage of boys swimming and diving. Back at Northdale Middle School pool, just about ready to get the 200 freestyle underway. Coon Rapids swimming in the odd lanes, which are 1 at the bottom and 8 at the top. I'll remember that.
By the time the meet's over, you'll probably get the hang of it. Cards, as you notice, Cards off to an 8-6 lead to start this meet.
So the Cardinals from bottom to top will be Alessandro Margigliano, Jordan Aho, Nick Melsha, and Ryan Breeden. And the Tornadoes will be Ben Escrow, Ben Urbaniak, Logan Day, and Luke Bastian.
Like Anoka's off to a bit of a lead.
Urbaniak
Yep.
with Melcha right with him. There's a 1-2-3 race. Melcha with both Urbaniak and Day on either side of him.
Urbaniak had a little bit of a lead, but both those other two swimmers caught him on the turn.
Well, and down below him, Jordan Aho and even more so Ben Escrow, not far off of those three.
That's a pretty good heat between those three right now.
Halfway mark. Urbaniak and Melcha neck and neck. And now the other two Anoka swimmers, Day and Escrow, pretty close to one another in that third spot.
Looks like Urbaniak with a slim lead, but now Melcha doing a nice job of overtaking him again. Trying to open that lead a little bit, Joe.
They turn for the final lap, and it will go down to the final touch.
I think Melcha's got just the slightest of leads at this point.
Escrow a little bit ahead of his teammate Day in the number 4 spot. Jordan Aho will be challenged from the top by Luke Bastian of Anoka. But Melcha, what a great final finish.
He really pushed it
down
at
the
end.
last 25 to get the win. Anoka will take 2, 3, 4 and have the better of the score at the end. Jordan Aho will make it to the wall in 5th place to secure that legitimately for the Cardinals. We'll take a break, be back for the 200 IM after this on CTN. Nice hands, drives and back at the Northdale Middle School pool. It's all tied up after a pair of events. Coon Rapids has taken first place in both of them, but Anoka with the depth in numbers to close out with 2nd, 3rd, 4th in the 200 free.
Yeah, so we're knotted at 15.
And now one of my favorites, the 200 individual medley.
Not your favorite, but one of your favorites.
Yes.
I know what your favorite is.
It's hard to beat the splash and dash, but
Yeah. Well,
200-yard individual medley is a great race.
it definitely is.
Got to be able to master all 4 strokes and have strong endurance at the same time.
Too, and then obviously pace yourself, but you want to, as you mentioned, you want to get off to a good start.
Noble Singer jumped out to a big lead
did.
in lane 4 for Anoka and is going to put some pressure on right off the bat out of the butterfly and into the backstroke. His teammates Jack Guy, Andy Wynn, and James Kenny in the pool. For the Cardinals, Ethan Warmack, Nate Larson, Devin Saby, and Nolan Schultz. And Larson is cutting into the lead of Singer just a bit.
He's hanging with him.
About half a body length separating 1 and 2 as they reach the halfway mark and turn to the breaststroke.
And this is, if you're strong in this this stroke, this swim, you've got an opportunity to extend your lead, and that's exactly what Noble Singer is doing. His strong breaststroke is getting him the additional lead he needs.
Ethan Warmack holding on to the 3 spot for Coon Rapids right now with Andy Wynn right on his tail. And they're both closing in on Larson in the number 2 spot as Singer starts to pull away. And he heads into the freestyle now with a 10-yard lead.
Yeah, he's pretty much going to coast to this win. But if Nate Larson can hold on here at second place.
Well, and Ethan Warmack is
his teammate
running right with him. And those two starting to pull away from Andy Wynn between as they come into the home stretch. So an Anoka first place finish. Coon Rapids looks like we'll grab 2-3. Anoka will have the 2 points to go along with a 4th place finish. Larson will grab second with Warmack in third, Wynn in 4th. And who will get the last point? It looks like it will be Anoka in lane 2 with Jack Guy getting there in front of Devin Saby. 3 events down, more to come from the pool after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school swimming and diving.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
So Anoka gets the 2-3-4 finish and a slight edge after 3 events, and now the splash and dash.
Joe
Down
Yudd's
and back
favorite.
as fast as you can go.
Score is Anoka 24, Coon Rapids 22. We're ready for the 50 free varsity heats.
Kyle Woodward, Emery Kiblin, Tyler Schultz, and Nathan Hansen, the Cardinals. Carson Sear, Maxim Brown, Nate Anderson, and Sam Deneen
Now, this is
all the
really,
way at the top are the Anoka swimmers.
it's really an event where you get out, getting off to a quick start is important because you're just 1 and back.
Schultz getting the edge, and he will try to hold it off. 2 Anoka swimmers, 1 on either side, right with him, but he will get the first place finish. The Cardinals will get 4th place with Emery Kiblin, and Anoka will take 5th place. So we will take a short break and be back with more diving up next on CTN.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Back at the Northdale Middle School pool, ready to get the diving underway. We've got 8 divers. All 8 will do the full complement of 6 dives. Diego Mendlick, Kieran Hubler, Talon Miller, Zach Olsby, and Jack Simmer, the Cardinals that will be diving. Leo Kenny, Calvin Takinen, and Dylan Schmierishel are the 3 Anoka divers.
We're joined by head coach Doug Donaldson. Doug, thanks for joining us as always.
Thanks for having me on again. I appreciate it.
Before we start, your impressions on the start of this meet before we get. Well, I guess we're getting going now. So
We're in a good position so far, and hopefully diving will get us the lead, and we'll see what happens from there.
That was good.
Back dive in the tuck position for Diego Medley. Nice to see a full complement of divers for the Cardinals.
We're very proud of the fact that we have 5 divers this year. A lot of teams don't have that luxury, and we have 5 divers that can do 6 dives in every meet. So that's really helpful.
Hubler, pretty clean. Nice straight line. Back somersault.
A good
In
score.
a straight position.
5.5 and 2/4.
Yeah, we figured out with Kieran, if we put him in the 50-yard freestyle, we get that nervous energy out, and then he gets on the board and he's a lot more settled down.
Leo Kenny with the back dive in the straight position.
Well, and you were talking about you able to get some points out of the diving this year, which really will help you as the season goes on.
10.2. Next is Leo.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I mean, most meets that we go into, we're going to have, like I said earlier, a plus advantage in diving, and so
Next we have
that'll be fun to see what happens, and hopefully it'll help us as we go throughout the season.
1.7.
Talon also goes with the back somersault straight to start his night at 22.95. Same dive, same score as teammate Kieran Hubler.
Yeah, 6 and a 4 and a 3.5. That's an interesting range for the judges.
What, are you calling? Is it an issue? He's got
No. I was just curious.
Calvin Takinen, back dive in the tuck position for his first dive.
Gets 3.5s across the board.
15.75. Next we have Zach doing back dive pike 201B, back dive pike 1.6. Goodness gracious, I am so sorry, Dylan. I'm going to get my act together, I promise you. All right, now we have Dylan.
I was going to say that's not what he had listed as his first dive. He'll be doing the back somersault in a straight position.
Oh, a little twist at the end.
Kept it nice and tight to the board, though. Quick
Yeah.
rotation, got the hands in. Only a 16.15, though.
Now we have Zach doing dive 201B, back dive pike 1.6.
Zach's a new diver for us this year. He comes in with some experience, so glad to have him.
A pretty good score. 6, 5.5, and a 5.
Really good score on a
Yeah.
1.6 dive.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic score.
We'll be doing dive 201B.
Jack Zimmer
back dive
will
pike
do the
1.6.
same dive to start.
Just a little over. Didn't quite pike enough on that. Good scores, though. 5.5, 5, 5.5.
Beginning round 2.
So Oldsby with a slight lead over teammate Simmer. And at 2 Cardinals tied in third place.
1.5.
Hubler and Miller both with a 22.95. Back somersault tuck position for Diego Medley.
For those of you out there wondering why they're all going backwards off the board, it's back week, so they have to do at least one dive in the back position off the board this week. And then they have to double up on dives, so that what that ends up meaning is that they're going to have to do another back dive at some point during that list as well. So.
Back somersault, free position, half twist for Kieran Hubler, 39.10 his score after the second round.
Didn't quite get around on that twist,
Yeah,
which is why.
I think he knew it as well.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Leo will be doing dive 202C, back 1 somersault tuck, 1.5.
Back somersault, tuck position for Leo Kenny.
16.5. Talon will be doing 52
Really well done. I think he's a new diver this year, so nice job for him.
So you can tell he's a crowd favorite with the team over
Yes.
there. They're definitely cheering him the loudest. Back 1.5 with a half twist.
Fun dive to watch. A lot of flips and twisting going on. Nice score for Talon.
Yeah, 5 and a couple 4.5s. It's good outing.
Our next diver is Kelvin, doing dive 202C, back 1 somersault tuck, 1.5.
Talking in back dive tuck position or back somersault tuck position.
That's a good score. You got nice height, good entry into the water.
Doing dive 103C.
Yeah, what you're going to see, I think, tonight is it's not their quality necessarily, it's the degree of difficulty that's going to make the difference.
Schmierschel 1.5 in the tuck, got over a little bit. Yeah, the
Our next
dive
diver
by
is
Talon
Zach,
was a
doing
2.1, and
402C,
both Zach and Jack
1.5 somersault tuck,
at the end of the lineup are
2.2.
going to crank it up to 2.2. Olsby and Zimmer will both do the inward 1.5 in the tuck position. Olsby, the leader after 1, increases his score to 58.3.
The way that he gets more out of that dive is to get up off the board a little bit higher,
Get the
kick out,
lift.
yep, and then kick out sooner, so he's entering with a clean line.
2.2.
Minimal splash, feet apart just a little bit, but he is able to take over the lead with a 60.8 after round 2.
Yeah, a couple 5.5s and a 5. Nice dive for Jack.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing really well this year, all the guys, and it's been fun to see that improvement. So.
Mendlick with the inward dive tuck position.
He's been working really hard on getting those somersaults, and so what you actually see there is he actually over-rotated a little bit. He's holding that tuck a little bit tight.
Diving next with 103C, forward 1.5
That'll happen sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to slow that dive
1.6.
down once you've already gotten to the next dive after that.
Great height, good
Yeah.
rotation by Kieran Hubler.
Nice dive by Kieran.
Yeah, he should score well for that one. Yeah, did get a lot of nice. Yeah, 2 6s and a 5.5. That's pretty good.
Leo with a forward dive tuck position. Our special guest has been called away to official duties.
Yes.
Score is 10-point East. Next is
Just
Talib
when he was hitting his
with
stride.
203C, back 1.5 somersault tuck, 2.0.
Back 1.5 tuck position. Another nice dive for Talon Miller.
Yeah, good score is 5.5 and 2.5, so that's gonna increase his score here, 83.35.
Doing dive 301C, reverse dive tuck, 1.6.
Reverse dive tuck position for Calvin Takinen. And yeah, again, you see Miller with a 2.0,
2.4.
and that's just a 1.6
Right.
difficulty dive.
104C, forward 2 somersault tuck, 2.2.
Schmiershell forward double somersault tuck position, so he cranked up the difficulty a little bit.
28.6.
And welcome back,
Doing dive
Coach Donaldson.
Our guys were cheering too loud. They couldn't announce anything, I guess.
Well, you know, it's better to cheer too loud than not enough.
Nice
Old
dive.
That was a
double
nice dive.
somersault in the tuck position.
And look at the scores, 2 6.5s and a 5.5. Gives him a 99.
Really nice dive.
Forward 2.5 somersault tuck, 2.4.
Oh, yes.
Forward
Yeah.
2.5.
Boy,
Yes.
that's pretty.
I like the way he uses the board.
Score is 39.6. Beginning round 4 is Diego doing
Yeah, that was,
dive
nice-
402C,
nice
inward
job.
dive, 1 somersault tuck, 1.6.
Inward somersault tuck position for Diego to start round 4.
Of course, earlier he did that inward dive, and he went over, and you can see
Doing dive
once you've learned that somersault, it's hard to go back to that
Right.
inward dive and control that. So, but he's got both dives down now.
Hubler inward dive pike position.
Just looking for a little bit straighter on that entry because he was still kind of half piked.
Our next diver is Leo.
Straighten it out.
Doing dive 102C, forward 1 somersault tuck, 1.4.
Forward somersault tuck position for Kenny.
18.2.
Got a couple of 4.5s and a 4.
Talon will be doing dive 403C, inward 1.5 somersault tuck.
Talon's last
2.2.
couple of dives have looked very good.
Let's see what he can pull off here. Oh, I kind of got a twist in there.
Inward 1.5. Leaning away from the board a bit, I think.
He bailed out of that one. Yeah. You can see it on the scores, too.
Kelvin will be doing dive 302.
The issue with that dive is you want to try to get it around, you try to want to flip, but you got to get up first in order to do that. He didn't quite do
Didn't
that.
have the lift.
Yeah.
Pretty clean dive for Takinen in the reverse somersault tuck position.
23.22. Next up is Dylan with 301C, reverse dive tuck, 1.6.
Same dive. Oh. Sorry, actually a little bit different dive.
Reverse dive.
Reverse dive, yes.
Reverse somersault. It's close enough.
20.8. Zach will be doing dive 5132D, forward 1.5 somersault.
Holsby
twist,
trailing by
2.2.
1.4 points after 3.
Oh, he got
The legs came apart at the end. Great spin, though.
a little low on that board, didn't ride it up to the top, so he kind of got thrown from it, as you'll see. He dips the board down, and then he doesn't really ride it all the way up, and he flies off of it.
He got fours.
It's because core, but
Difficulty of 2.
Back double somersault for Simmer. Got up, got great rotation,
Yeah.
got straight, entered clean.
he does that dive really well most of the time, so not surprising to see that.
Diego with 10.
Yeah, great spin. Nice entry to the water. Awarded him with 5s across the board.
And that is his lead after 4 dives. Exactly 5 points ahead of teammate Zach Holsby.
Nice.
Forward 1.5.
Probably one of the better ones I've seen Diego do, that forward 1.5. Nice dive for him.
Next up is Kieran, 402C, inward 1 somersault tuck, 1.6.
Nice shot for Kieran. Good dive.
Inward somersault tuck position. He's into triple digits with a 105.85 with 1 dive to go.
1.4.
Leo Kenny, the inward dive tuck position.
Yeah, he scored
And
well.
again, yeah, every time he's come out of the water, the cheer has been the loudest cheers in the pool.
Most popular diver on the board tonight, I think.
103B, forward 1.5 somersault pike, 1.7.
Forward 1.5, pike position.
Town's a senior for us. 4th year on the team.
Nice scores. 5 across the board.
Started as a swimmer, decided he wanted to try diving, picked it up, and never looked back since.
1.6.
Nice dive for Calvin.
Dylan will be doing dive 401C, inward dive tuck 1.4.
Schmierschel will be doing an inward dive tuck position.
Really well done.
Yeah, pretty
Next up is
good
Jack
scores.
with 52-31D, back 1.5 somersault, half twist, 2.1.
This will be a fun one. Back 1.5 with half twist in the free position. And a pretty nice looking dive
Yeah.
for Zach Goldsby.
Very nice dive to throw down.
Next is Jack.
32
with
points,
52-31D,
32.55
back
on that.
1.5 somersault, half twist, 2.1.
Same dive from Simmer.
Should be pretty close in the
Yeah.
scores, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly the same
Exact
score.
same score.
5-5.
So that'll keep Jack in the lead by
Slim.
5.
Yeah, slim
Beginning
5-point
on
lead.
round of diving is Diego with 301C, reverse dive tuck 1.6.
Both hit a pretty impressive dive really nicely.
Nice.
Reverse dive, tuck position for Diego to close out the night.
Should be in the triple digits after that one.
111.2.
Kieran will be doing dive 302C, reverse 1.
Not sure if that's a best. I think it's close.
To his best?
Yeah, to his
Yeah.
best.
Hubler with the reverse somersault in the tuck position. And finishes with a 126.65.
Wasted no time going after that one either.
Yeah, he didn't give time to think about it.
Nope.
He just did it.
Sometimes it's the best way to do it.
Yep.
Leo with the reverse or the
For-
forward
yep.
somersault, half twist, free position.
14.45. Talon 302C, reverse 1 somersault tuck 1.6.
Nice. Good finish on
Reverse
that.
somersault, tuck position. He's got an interesting cadence at the end of the board.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
Jack
trying-
does it, I think, too, similar to
Yeah,
that.
they're trying to work the board a little more to get a little more bounce.
Calvin,
I'd like him to see get to the end of the board to get
inward 1 somersault tuck,
everything he wanted out of it, but
1.6.
especially on those reverse dives, whenever the diver goes backwards, that always makes you nervous.
Inward somersault, tuck position. Talon Miller's final,
That was Calvin.
or Calvin
Yep.
Takanen rather, final
17.6.
dive of the night, 124.65.
Back dive straight 1.7.
Schmierschel finishes with the back dive, straight position.
20.4.
Scored 4s across the board.
Yeah, solid dive.
And that's going to help him
Reverse 1 somersault tuck.
get
1.6.
ahead of Takanen, who had a 1-point lead after the last dive.
So this is going to be the difference here between.
Osby, a reverse somersault, tuck position. And then to
22.4.
finish the night, Jack Zimmer's going to crank it up to a 2.3.
Jack will be doing
And that's the difference here, probably at the end is, you know, they were really close all night, and then Jack throws on a 2-3 dive. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, gets that one
was-
around.
Yeah.
Back somersault, 1.5 twist, free position. Only needs 17 points to take the lead. He'll score 34, come up just shy of breaking 200, 197.45, but it will be a 1-2-3 finish for the Cardinals, and that certainly helps heading into the second half.
Absolutely. Gives us a 6-point lead going into the second half of the meet. And we'll see what happens. We got some good races, I think, coming up, and cross your fingers. I think we can do it.
Well, now it's where all your planning comes in. Here, this is where it'll be the big test.
Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. I mean, it's going to come down to close races all the way.
Yep.
So.
Well, thanks for being with us. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll take a break and be back with more swimming from Northdale Middle School Pool after this on CTN.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
You go and step out of the vehicle for me?
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Middle school pool about ready to get the 100 butterfly underway. Coon Rapids, a 1-2-3 finish in diving, puts them up by 8, but a lot of action yet to come. This is the 100 butterfly. Coon Rapids has Devin Saby, Matt Struess, and Kevin Struess in the water. Zach Walruff, Maxim Brown, Quentin Ronning, and Andy Wynn are the Tornadoes. And a good race in 4 and 5 between Maxim Brown and Matt Struess.
Yeah, they're right with each other.
Brown taking a little bit of the lead as he heads to the final turn. Struess will need a good finish to try and catch him. He's got Ronning not far behind as well, up above him. And a great race for Maxim Brown. He's going to get to the win relatively easily in 54.21. Ronning takes third. In fourth place is Zach Walruff. Devin Saby takes fifth for the Cardinals. So Anoka comes back with another strong event. We'll be back with more from the pool after this on CTN.
The award-winning community programming by CTN Coon Rapids is funded exclusively by cable subscribers. Without those subscribers, we would not exist. So no more coverage of local news, stories, events, and sports in our community. So thank you for subscribing to cable TV and for supporting CTN.
So a very solid 100 fly for Anoka, almost eliminated Coon Rapids' lead. After 6 events, Coon Rapids up 48-46, and this is the 100 freestyle.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Cardinals holding the slimmest of leads at 2 points. Looking to see if they can hang on to that here in this event.
Tyler Schultz able to get the win in the 50 free, just ahead of Urbaniak and Anderson, who are flanking him again here for the 100 free. A little more strategy, turns a little more important on the longer race.
Yeah, the start is important, but you're right. I mean, it's pacing yourself, and it's trying to get extension from those turns off the wall.
Schultz starting to pull away from both Urbaniak and Anderson. But they are staying right on his heels, and right now Anoka running 2-3-4, which with a 2-3-4 finish, the Tornadoes would even the score again. They come to the end. They're not going to be able to catch Schultz. Urbaniak is going to come in second, and Anderson in third. Fourth place finish going all the way to the top for Joseph Morphew. And so the Cardinals will take the fifth place finish, but a 9-7 event win for Anoka means a tie score. And the long distance coming up next, 500 Freelay after this on Freestyle, after this on CTN.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
$55 with 5 events remaining. This is the long one, the 500 free.
Yeah, and this is where obviously your endurance pays off. Getting that quick start doesn't always mean that you have the opportunity to win the race.
Doesn't really mean much of anything.
No.
You definitely don't want to be too far behind.
No, you just want to be able to keep pace and pace yourself.
For Anoka, Luke Bastian, Logan Day, Ben Escrow, and Cooper Lindbergh. For Coon Rapids, Jordan Aho, Nick Melsha, and Nolan Schultz. Different Schultz, no E.
Sans E.
Melsha, very early lead with Escrow and Day on either side.
And that's kind of the way it's been when Coon Rapids has taken a first. Not that that's the way this is going to turn out, but when they have, Anoka's followed closely at second and third.
Well, and for Coon Rapids, finishing first is great, but you have to get that second spot at least to number 4, where you tie the event, if not into the second or third spot, so you can actually win the event. So every point is going to be crucial here down the stretch.
I heard there's rumors, Joe-Jan, that since I had to do a half court shot, you have to swim the 500.
Yeah. I would do much worse than to injure a hamstring if I tried to swim 500.
Well, you can practice a little bit.
Do I get swim fins and
you
water
get a little
wings?
Motor. Get a little scuba,
with a kickboard,
little scuba motor.
Kickboard, I could do it.
Yeah.
Melsha comfortably in control as he's just about midway.
Yeah, he's opened up his lead. And then it gets a point in the race where you're getting closer to the end, and that's where you see if you dig down and have that extra burst. I mean, just your endurance alone is you have to have good wind to do this.
Well, and they're lapping the last couple of guys.
Yeah. was nice that Doug, always nice that Doug joins us during the diving portion. We can talk a little swimming with him. And, you know, I wish he was a little more enthusiastic about things.
Pretty excited about the team
Yes,
he has.
he should be.
You know, the injury and a second absence kind of changed the plans here tonight. They really wanted to win this one, but more important meet coming up on Thursday. They'd still like to win this one,
Oh, yeah,
obviously,
absolutely.
but in a more important meet on Thursday when they take on the Bengals, because that one in the division.
Always a battle for supremacy of the pool as well.
Malsha about a full length ahead of Ersko and Day. And now lapping fourth place teammate Jordan Aho. And he seems to be getting faster.
Yes, he does.
With only 3 lengths left. And although there's still 50 yards to go for the leader, Melcha, 1, 2, 3 are pretty much foregone conclusion at this point. And I think everybody else is so broken up. I think Jordan Aho is just all alone in that lap. I believe he's a lap ahead of the swimmer up top. So I think he's all alone in fourth place.
Right.
So then it comes down to who will finish fifth, and it's kind of hard to determine with, I think the rest of them are all on the same lap. It looks like Anoka down at the bottom as Melcha cruises in easily to win in 5:04.13.
It's a nice race.
And then Ersko will tag up, and then Logan Day is going to come in.
So again, Anoka gets that second and third.
And Aho on his final turn will come down all alone with the fourth place finish. And it looks like Luke Bastian, unless he pulls a hamstring like Shapiro, will come down alone in fifth place at the bottom of your screen as you see Aho finish up and get a chance to rest.
Yeah, I could pull a hamstring in my sleep probably, knowing me.
So the first place finish and fourth place for Aho will mean an 8-8 draw in the event, and the match will stay tied with only 4 events remaining, 2 of them being relays.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Coach Donaldson talked about that. As long as we stay close, we've got an opportunity, and it is certainly close here, coming down towards the finish.
Nolan Schultz able to get to the wall, and the 500 free is done. We take a break. Tied at 63 after 8 events. Up next, the 200 free.
Have you seen the CTN TV truck driving around the city of Coon Rapids? Maybe at a concert or a game at Coon Rapids High School. Our top-notch crew has won many awards over the years. In fact, the crew covers over 100 events per year, including graduations, parades, and city concerts. For local sports and events, CTN has you covered.
Back at Northvale Middle School pool, all tied with 4 events remaining, 63 all. And this is the 4x splash and dash. The 200 free relay.
Yes, about as close as you can get. We're tied up at 63.
one of the things Coach Donaldson was really excited about at the beginning of this season is how many guys trimmed time and how many guys they had coming in under certain times for their 50 free and what that meant for events like this. And a good battle right in the middle. That's Maxim Brown against Matt Struess, almost neck and neck to get Nathan Hansen. I'm sorry, Ben Urbaniak and Emery Kibble into the water.
Urbaniak opening up a lead here for Anoka.
And he will tag up, get Nate Anderson in ahead of Nathan Hansen, trying to track him down. The Anoka team up above. Luke Bastian in third place.
Yeah, they've got to develop a nice lead here.
Anderson cruising in and getting Escrow into the water with a nice lead. Warmack a lot of work if he's going to try to track him down. And it could be a good battle between Logan Day up in lane 6 and Ryan Breeden trying to track him down for the third place finish. Anoka will take one, and Coon Rapids with Ethan Warmack coming in will take 2, and that gap just too much. And Logan Day is going to be in 3.
Yep.
So Anoka takes the lead at a tight spot. We'll take a break and be back. Next, the 100 backstroke on CTN.
Downfield, Milwaukee behind the defense has the catch, and he is gone.
Great showing in the 100 butterfly. But you can't quite catch the leader.
And it's hard to throw you for a loop.
No, not when it comes to swimming.
Back at Northdale Middle School pool, Coon Rapids with some ground to make up after a 1-3 finish in the 200 free relay. A 73-67 lead for Anoka. 3 events remaining. This the 100 back.
Yeah, Anoka able to open up that little bit of a lead after that last race, and which had been tied for most of the evening.
Great race early on between Struess and Ronning in the middle. Ronning a slight edge off that last turn. And Morphew just above. Looks like he's in third place, and those depth points could come up big. But Coon Rapids needs the first place at least. Struess going to push all the way to the wall against Ronning. He will get a good final 25 to get him the win. And here's a race down at the bottom that went to Walraff of Anoka grabbing fourth place. So a first place finish, but a 2-3-4 for Anoka means they will extend their lead with 2 events left. The final individual event of the night up next, the 100 breaststroke after this on CTN.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Two events left. Eight-point lead for the Anoka Tornadoes. 100 breaststroke. And they would be able to clinch it with a strong finish.
Yeah, able to get a couple additional points after that last event, to increase that to 8.
Well, and if they lead by more than 10 going to the final event, they will clinch the meet. And a great start to the race by Noble Singer. He's had a couple of really nice swims tonight.
He's way
well
out
in front of first place, but second place right now is Mark Belknap. It's just ahead of Ethan Warmack in lane 4. Singer will easily tag up in first. Belknap will come in second. Third place finish. And then a tight one down at the bottom will go in favor of Jack Guy in front of Emery Kiblin. So Coon Rapids takes 3 and 5. Anoka will clinch the win. And we will go to the 400 freestyle and wrap things up after this from Northdale Middle School Pool.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Back in Northdale Middle School Pool, final event of the night, the 400 free relay. Tornadoes have already clinched with a strong performance in the 100 breaststroke. But another one that should be a good race. The team at Coon Rapids has in the middle of Nick Melcher, Kevin Struess, Devin Saby, and Tyler Schultz. Should compete for, if not take.
Yeah, and again, you talked about kids improving on their times, and that's what Coach Donaldson's looking for. And he obviously he wanted to win this one tonight, but he wasn't as concerned. He just wanted his athletes to swim well and get ready for Thursday when they swim against Blaine.
Well, and I think there's going to be a lot he's going to be happy about. Of course, most of the missed points, you look at yourself as the coaches. Did I put the right guys in the right events?
Right.
But, they definitely swam with him in every event. Strong relay team for Anoka in lane 4. Ben Urbaniak started it. Ben Escrow in the water now. Quentin Ronning on deck. And Escrow a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and Escrow was getting the Anoka sideline pumped up before this one started.
And Anoka comfortably in 3 and actually challenging Kevin Struess from below is James Kenny for that second position.
So that Cardinal team hanging on to the lead, but they're being pressured for it.
Just running away now in lane 4, Quentin Ronning, the third one in the pool, and he's going to hand off after he makes his final turn here. He's going to hand off to Noble Singer, who we talked about has already had a tremendous race, and he could pretty much leisurely swim his last 100 and probably still get the victory. Almost a full length lead as Ronning brings it into him.
They did a nice job of gaining that.
Sabi able to get his lead a little bit bigger for Tyler Schultz. Tyler Schultz is fast. I don't think he'll be able to catch up, make up a full length of the pool, but he has a couple of body lengths over third place with Zach Walraff just above him.
He's moving.
Anoka fans and team chanting on their relay as Singer gets to the wall comfortably in first in 3:31. Almost 10 full seconds ahead of the Coon Rapids team. And then Walraff will tag up in third, not far behind. Down at the bottom, a push at the finish, and Kyle Woodward able to hold on and out-touch the Anoka competitor just below him for the fourth spot. The Coon Rapids team of Kieran Hubler, Connor Bultel, Frank Denton, and Alessandro Margigliano, who is in the pool now, will be the final one. And that will bring the meet to a close. Anoka able to pull it out with a couple of really strong races toward the end of this meet.
Yeah, it's been a fun night. Got an opportunity to see this Coon Rapids swim squad, and as they tune up for their big one on Thursday night against Blaine.
Final score, Anoka 94, Coon Rapids 90. And we will be back on air on Thursday night as well.
We will.
Wrestling, our first chance to see the Cardinal Wrestling squad in action. They are on the road against the Blaine Bengals. And then on Friday night, girls basketball as they host the Maple Grove Crimson. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.